Oh yeah, your boy's back. DJ's Raw and Cut Truth give you that raw content that you deservedly need. And it's good to be back. I needed the time to think. At, for the past couple of weeks, sports has not been important to me. All the stuff that's going around, and I didn't have my fire. But now I got it back, and it's time to have some fun with this. So today we're going to talk about the New Orleans Pelicans. As we all know, the schedule came out, and the first game will be on national television. It's the very first game of the NBA being back on July 31st against the Utah Jazz. Now, when I looked at the comments, I knew the NBA was back when I saw people hating on the Pelicans. They were talking about it's unfair that the Pelicans had the quote-unquote easier schedule. Well, I have an answer to that. It's really hard to tell what schedule is easy or not. Yeah, we see well-known named teams. But I truly believe that it's irrelevant to see or to know what a good team is or a great team is. You got to see if teams are physically fit, if they have worked out this past offseason. Until we know that, it's really hard to tell who will be a great team. And for all the players that are coming back, all eyes will be on you. If you were not working out, if you are not training your body to get ready for the season, you will be exposed. I guarantee it. So we're going to see who works out and who doesn't. You know, everybody knows that Lonzo's my favorite player. But if Lonzo didn't work out, I'm getting on him. Same with Zion, same with B.I. I know B.I. worked out. And same as Drew Holiday. I know he did too. But it will all be exposed. So I can't wait to see it. And it's really funny. You see a lot of so-called sportscaster Twitter chatterboxes out there, and they go out there just to complain and complain. They're mad that the Lakers do not have what you call an easier schedule. People forget this. The Pelicans had the hardest schedule at the beginning of the NBA, plus with the injuries. So the NBA is making it up to the Pelicans, which is fair. They should have never given the Pelicans a tough schedule like that. Can you imagine, even despite the injuries, if the Pelicans had one of the easiest schedules? Remember, they had the number one pick. You're supposed to give the teams that had a bad year previously an easy schedule. They didn't do that for the Pelicans. And they could have been like the 6th or 5th seed. But their schedule was so tough in the beginning of the year, and then injuries happened. Zion was injured. That was hurt. That was bad. Derek Favors was injured at some time. Now Derek Favors needs to play better, but he is an important piece. So you had all that going on. I'm telling you now, I know why a lot of folks are, in a tizzy of the Pelicans having a so-called easy schedule. They don't want the Pelicans to have a good seed. Because if the Pelicans figure it out, especially Zion, who is a physical beast, they're not going to be the team you want to play against. I don't care what anyone says. And then people forget that Lonzo has drastically improved his shooting. Before COVID-19 spread it like a wildfire, Lonzo shot 38% from three. 38 freaking percent. But these shines still want to call Lonzo a bust. That Lonzo's not a great player. And look at the Pelicans. The Pelicans are so fun to watch because Lonzo orchestrates the offense to a T. Are there times where I wish Lonzo could get a little bit selfish at times and score a little bit more and attack the basket? You damn right. But anyone who knows basketball knows that Lonzo Ball is the most important piece. Now, Brandon Ingram is the top guy. Even Lonzo has said it. Make no mistake with that. Brandon Ingram is the go-to guy. But Lonzo is the spoon that stirs everything up together. He mixes everything up. Zion is the young phenom. He has enormous potential. And no one talks about this in regards to Zion Williamson, but he actually has a weakness. His weakness is defense. Now, he has athletic ability to play better defense, but he has to give more energy on defense. Sometimes you got to sacrifice that offensive energy to supplement his defensive liability. He just has to do that. And Jrue Holiday, a veteran, great defender. I remember on my old Twitter page, people accused me of saying that Jrue Holiday needed to be traded. That's not what I said or stated. I simply said that Jrue Holiday and what this organization wants him to be is unrealistic. Remember, they had a campaign for Jrue to be the MVP before the season starts. I thought it was ludicrous, saying he's the guy or star of the team, and it didn't make any sense. Jrue Holiday is a respected veteran. He's very underrated, and he is a key player. But I want Jrue Holiday to actually play his shooting guard position. You're a shooting guard. You're not a combo. You're not a point guard. Once he has that shooting guard mindset, he plays in the flow. The ball movement is crisp. And there's no ISO ball like to a T. Now, there's times where players need to have ISO in their game, of course. But there were times when the Pelicans just relied on too much ISO ball in their losses, and it cost them. Missing wide open man, having tunnel vision. That's the stuff that needs to stop. But I've always said, what are the Pelicans, what are their long-term goals with this team and with Jrue? Remember, you got to pay Lonzo, and Lonzo, if he continues to play what he's playing, remember, and after December, Lonzo has averaged 14, 10, and 7. That's not make-believe. That's facts. In the last 32 games, Lonzo has averaged 17.5 points, 10.2 assists, and 7 rebounds. He's a pass-first point guard. So for those stats for pass-first point guard, if he keeps it up, that's the max deal. And Lonzo will be getting the bag. I know you shines don't want him to get the bag, but it's too damn bad. He gonna get his bag, and B.I.'s definitely gonna get his bag. I think the Pelicans can pay both, but they gotta do something with Drew. That's just my opinion. You can't just, and then Zion has this big contract coming up within 4 years? 4 to 3 years. So, yeah, there's something they got to do with that. But I'm excited for the Pelicans. I hope Alvin Gentry has this team focused. Do not play with the minutes. I better not see any Jahlil Okafors, Etuan Morris playing long minutes. Especially Jahlil Okafor, who can't even defend a tree. Every time he's out there, I just vomit. Because I know I'm going to see the worst defense in the NBA when I watch Jahlil Okafor play. I'm not trying to diss the brother. I'm just being honest. It's terrible. The starting lineup for the Pelicans are well rested. They're young. They should be playing 35 or more minutes a night. You got 10 seeding games on the schedule, 10 to 12 or something like that. Give them, if the stats show when Lonzo plays 35 or more minutes, along with B.I., the Pelicans have a above 500 record, including Zion. When Zion is not on minutes restriction, there was a few games where he weren't, the Pelicans win. So Alvin Gentry do the right thing, give these brothers the right minutes, and watch this team flourish. To the subs out there, I apologize for being off and not doing YouTube videos, but I promise I'm coming back like old times. And thank you all for being some ride or dies and subscribing to my channel. I do this for you guys, and I don't know, I have a good feeling in the Pelicans. I just hope Alvin Gentry doesn't try to use no overcoaching, overthinking. Give the starters 35 minutes again. That's all you have to do. And then backups, you trust Josh Hart and others like that who are scrappers, who know their role. Melly, you give them minutes as well. But Jahlil and Etuan, those players, nah. That's all I'm about to say. Peace, love, and blessings to all. Have a good day.